if we think about it, you're giving it life and you're giving it energy and you're giving it power. That's why fear is so powerful. So maybe technology is actually what's making us raise our level of consciousness. I was also like day and the power, like who's they, man? Like
I feel I have a lot of things that came from my parents, from my country, from my friends, from TV, from movies, from everyone, that I just a little bit lost myself.
And learning
I have to
everything
be,
you were
like,
taught.
Yes, I have to do like this.
Like get the fuck out.
Because I want my way. So, and there are a lot of garbage on my way, and I have to just get rid of it.
A lot of garbage. We need to recycle.
Yes. This expression, I'm giving you back, and that's it. So next one.
Wow, that's so powerful.
Yeah.
I'm giving you back what you
Yes,
put on me.
Yes.
I don't want it.
What exactly makes you be touched by something?
What is it that you need to go higher and higher?
Yes.
And I think trauma, I would say, puts you back again, you know? Brings you back to, like you have something really bad in your life happening or something that you haven't dealt with, and you're going up at a higher level, and you're like, let's just say you're level 2 of consciousness and something happens, or level 2.5, because there's not everyone into it isn't the same. Then you have a really big trauma, and then you go back to, because of what? Fear. You get like scared of, because of your trauma.
But it is that the person, I don't remember his name, the guy of
Oh yeah,
the
Vision.
levels.
Yeah.
Vision. Vision.
I think.
So he said that 70% in level 1.
1.
So
But we need to raise those.
Yeah, but
if it's 30%, if 40% goes to level 2, things will. No war, más tranquilo. You know, like things are gonna get much calmer. People are gonna be much nicer.
I don't know. I'm very scared of it, but I think maybe it could happen. The World War III.
It might be already happening, no? Are you talking about a major war?
Yes.
Like major?
Yes.
I think it will happen if people keep on talking about it first and keep on having the fear about it. Like we said, I think the fear and the thoughts, like literally, if we think about it, you're giving it life and you're giving it energy and you're giving it power. So if you're thinking, that's why fear is so powerful, because you're thinking, and the moment you think, you give it life. That's how powerful human beings are.
But
so if you think about it, it's probably gonna happen. And if there are more people like you, really, I don't think about that. Like war doesn't even enter my.
I'm thinking sometimes about everything.
And it's good, and I think it's inevitable, because I think we were taught that thinking about it is how it's the right way to be. Like if I think about it and I care for it, then it's my way of showing that I care about war. But I don't agree with it.
Move in case.
I don't think
New
anywhere.
Zealand. New Zealand. In case of war, we have to move to New Zealand. It will be a very safe place.
Why?
It's far.
But New Zealand's still going to be affected, and you're still going to be affected emotionally.
Emotionally? Emotionally, yes. But it would be physically.
What if everybody thinks
Safer.
like you and everybody wants to go to New Zealand?
We can start anarchy in New Zealand.
No,
with
but
other
seriously,
people.
think about what I was saying. I think you cannot think about it. I think that's the thing. This guy I saw on TikTok, he was being asked, when do you think people are stop gonna like doing war or going to the military, because it's a good thing, like it gives you a lot of perks. And he said, like very wisely, the moment you stop thinking about things and you say to, I don't want to do it anymore, like the soldiers and the fighters, like if you say I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it, and I know it's hard because you need money to survive and all those things, war is gonna end. Like who's gonna fight if the soldiers don't, if all the soldiers be like, no, I don't want to do it.
And why they're doing? Because of the fear.
Fear of maybe not providing for their kids,
Fear
or
because they can be killed, and they could be in prison, because you cannot just say no, I don't want to do it. If you're already a soldier, you have to do it, or you will be punished by a government. So that's the reason. Or even not you, even your family. So a lot of people are just afraid. So the main changes has to be from the top at the beginning. and it's almost impossible.
To change the top.
We were trying. Putin, I don't know who can just
Stop him.
stop him. I don't know. A person like, who is very close to him, but I don't think it's impossible because I think he choose people very carefully.
Yeah, the other guy that I had the conversation with said that as well, that everyone around him is saying, "Oh, you're God, you're blah blah blah," but that happened with Stalin, and Stalin went mental because of that, because all the people telling him that he was God and he's and then.
Yeah, could be.
So I'm not saying that that can happen to Putin, but you're right. Maybe people are doing it because they're so scared that something will happen to their families. And you're right. This is an aspect maybe that it's not being considered when you say it's not just saying I don't want to do it. There's a lot more to.
And it's very hard to do when you're just the only one who want to do it. If you're in the society who are just for war and who is just like, yeah, let's do it, and you're the only one who are against it, it's very like you have to be fucking brave to say no, I don't want to do it.
To be very brave.
So and
But
usually
if every soldier of Putin said no, they cannot just kill everyone's families. You know.
yeah, I understand, but
That's why I'm saying that I go back to that the powers in the people, because when people unite and they say no, there's no power that can do anything. You know what I mean? If every Russian soldier said no, what is he gonna do? Like he's
I was
powerless.
thinking the same, but it's impossible. Like because people from their childhood were raised by people who were like for Putin, for example, or like it's everything from childhood, and you're growing with it. And not many people just started to think by themselves. They're just they used to live like this, so they will die like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it has to be like it cannot be changed like this. It has to be changing years by years by years by years. I think now we're started to be very like our generation and generation like, who's younger started to be more like smart and thinking
Because we
about
question,
the
right?
earth and the life and the yeah. So
I think the new generation, I don't think is so
Yeah.
much in level 1. I think we're bringing people more to level 2 because
hope so. Hope so. So
so maybe technology is actually what's making us raise our level of consciousness. All of this technology made the kids, I think, I don't know. I just had this realization when you said that the new generation people are actually questioning dogma a lot more, because you have so much of information in so much world that it's almost impossible not to question some stuff. So maybe technology is really our salvation in terms of raising people's awareness and consciousness. And I think consciousness is just being conscious that there's a plant, that there's like a fly that you cannot kill because it's going to impact another system. You know, I think that's it. It's so simple. It's just like that's all that there is. Anytime you walk, you're impacting someone. So you should be quiet and simple and restful, because true, like these plants, they're feeling. I watch a lot of shorts on YouTube, and like the more technology, we know that plants like talk, you know, and like they emit sounds and they come with things, and like there's just energy everywhere. And I'm impacting you for sure. You're impacting me with this conversation. Like your energy. Like if it was someone else, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And I think this is obvious for us, but I don't think it's so obvious for people who are in level 1. Fucking helpful. World War
World
II.
War Three.
Three.
War Two. It happened already. Three. And I saw some podcasts a few weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and one woman were saying that these kind of things, what happening now, it was in the Bible.
Really?
Have you heard it?
What's happening now?
Yes. So it's like the devil make us make this war that's happening now. So the devil came already. So everything is happening now. It's already in the Bible, It's the end of the beginning of the end.
So the end is coming.
Yes, soon. So all of us.
So there's
have
nothing
to-
we can do.
No. All of us.
So why are you here on Earth? Why are we here?
Or maybe we can, but
See?
or maybe we can, but we have to. All of people have to talk with the God and just ask Him for forgiveness and
Oh,
things
I
like
love-
this
But for forgiveness of what?
that we did before, that we are doing.
That's interesting because my last video was a 3-minute thing. Was about how work, in the Latin language. It's interesting. How do you say work in Russian?
Работа.
And what does it mean? Do you know? The etymology of it, like the origin in Latin, means torture and hell, and going through hell and periods of deep suffering. And it was also in the Bible, just so to keep you thinking, that would happen whenever humans would separate themselves from God and would not find God in themselves. And I was telling this to the girl that I was having the conversation with, and she was saying, "Oh yeah, but God is inside of you, so you need to look at yourself. You need to look within, like we just talked about."
Could be. I
But-
never read Bible. I don't know.
Me neither. I've never read, but this was in a book that I heard. And you can read like the highlights of a book. I do that every day, and he told me this. But she said that this is the beginning of the end.
I want to read. I'm very curious. I want to read Bible, to be honest.
Do you? Oh yeah, that's right. You didn't grow up. That's so interesting because you didn't grow up with. You didn't go to church. You didn't. Is there a religion in Belarus?
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah. We're Orthodox.
Oh, Christian.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's Jesus in your life.
Uh-huh.
But there was. When you were growing up. And do you have the
Uh,
cross symbol as well?
Yes.
With Jesus and the cross?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. My mom is going to church like every week.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm very curious. So for me, it's interesting.
So what is the book of the Orthodox? Hello.
Hola.
Hola. What is like if the Christians? It's also the Bible, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we've never read it.
I think I read some,
You're never told to read it.
but it's super complicated. Like the book by itself.
Oh yeah, super complex. Yeah.
So you have to be into this thing, and you have to know a lot of like history. I'm not. I don't think I'm ready, but I will try. I'm just curious. Really, I really wanna, and I wanna read Quran.
Quran.
It will be the same in English as well. But I will start with the Bible for sure.
That would be really
Maybe.
interesting to read all of them. The main books.
Yes.
I had a class in college that was world religions, and I mean I know a little bit of all the religions because we all had to like really dig deep and present them. So, but reading the book, you would go to another level. Like, and there's a guy that did that, and the book of my course was that. So if you want, I can give you that. So he literally went through every religion. He read all the books. He went to live with all these people, and then he came back to Christianity at the end. Yeah, it's an awesome book. I didn't read all of it. I just read what I had to do for class, but the book was amazing because it literally goes so deep into every religion.
Cool. I wanna do it. Really.
He'll give you a big, but that's also interesting because religion, I think, is also a bridge to higher levels of consciousness. But in a way, I think from my experience of religion, it keeps you in the fear, right?
100%. Because
makes
you
you-
cannot do this because of the gods. It's not right. Or you have to be afraid of this, of the day when we are all have to disappear, and we all have to go to our on the earth, like or side on the heaven or
Hell.
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 Yes.
That's why when you said the they and the power and the above it, I think I agree and probably I don't know if it exists or not, but that's not the point. I just think we all have such a religious view on the world, and that comes from religion. The thing above and the power and they, like that needs to like vanish because that is not, I don't think that's healthy to always have this thing of day and something higher and something controlling. And I think religion did that. I really do, to us and to the thinking, because everybody that I was like that too once I realized that was religion, and I took it out of my brain. It took me a while, but I did it. But I was also like day and the power, like who's day, man? Like who the fuck is it? Like how, why do we always have that notion of someone, you know what I mean? Like it's just so deep in your mind that it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Or no?
yeah.
That it constantly makes you think of something, and in a way it can be your higher self, and that's a good thing. But I think we are still looking at it as someone like evil above, or you know.
Yeah, I think we're not free, like 100%. When you have it in your mind, you are not free. So
When you have this idea of someone higher looking over you and punishing you.
of everything that came from the childhood,
Oh.
like stereotypes that your parents gave you about the religion, about everything, about behavior, what you can do, what you cannot. It's like so deep in you, and sometimes you don't understand why you're doing this. It's just in you, and you don't understand why. So when you will get rid of this, and you will be like truly yourself, without anything, like just yourself, you'll be free. But I don't feel it. I feel I have a lot of things that came from my parents, from my country, from my friends, from TV, from movies, from from everyone. That I just a little bit lost myself.
And learning
I have to be,
everything you were
like,
taught.
Yes, I have to do like this.
Like get the fuck out.
Because I want my way. So, and there are a lot of garbage in my way, and I have to just get rid of it.
Load of garbage. We need to recycle.
Yes, really.
Literally, that's what we need. We need to recycle.
If you believe in God, okay, but you have to come to this conclusion by yourself, not because somebody is telling you something, or your parents just like, yes, God is existing, you have to be afraid of him, you have to do this. No, it's because you really truly by yourself believe in this. So, but I think it's very complicated to do, and that's why we have the whole life to explore ourselves, and to get rid of things that's not yours, and to have things that's yours.
But what are ways that I always like to, for my show, to have a little bit of, we talk about things, but then give like tools, you know, to people, or like what are things that we can do to like kind of get rid of those things that you were taught, or the stereotypes, or the
You have to write it.
Write it?
Yes.
Really?
I had
Oh.
exercise that you have to write everything that you have in your mind, that somebody told you once, twice, that you have like a deep stereotypes in your head. For example, I'm very. Somebody told you you're stupid, so you're writing it down, and you're saying that you give it back to a person who told it to you. So, and you have to write it everything, and you're just giving to a person who
So,
gave it to
example, clear example. You were taught, let's say, none of us, you
Okay.
were taught that Arabs kill people.
you. Okay.
You write that down, and then you think of the person that taught you that, and you write that person's name.
Yeah, you're writing that this expression I'm giving you back, and that's it. So next one.
You don't need the person's name.
You can have like I was writing.
Oh, I
what?
love that, Olga. Like, wow, that's so powerful.
Yeah, it's
I'm giving
cool.
you back what you put
Yes,
on me.
Yes.
I don't want it.
Yes.
Ah.
So you can just write like, I don't want it. This person, I'm giving it to you.
And
back.
that's it. With just writing, you think
Yeah. And you're
that's some
writing.
powerful shit.
Yeah. And I heard it from my friend who were doing this, and she said that you have to give everything back to people, good and bad. You have to give everything just to start
To
from the
purify
beginning.
yourself.
and that's super cool. Yeah.
Have you done it?
Yeah, I was trying.
And then you
But
stopped?
my memory is super shitty and I don't remember anything I was trying to do. Then I'm just
But
like,
you know what
okay.
you believe. You know what you believe, what your beliefs are, right? Yeah, of course you do.
No, that's the point. I don't know. I'm so confused.
Okay.
No, I'm so confused. So I don't know. I have a lot of opinions, and I don't know which one is true because I believe even in human design sometimes, but it's curious. So I'm just like, okay, it could be true. I don't know. So it's super curious, super
I
interesting.
love that. That makes me so like, wow. I'm so at peace and unhappy because it's so simple and so easy and anyone can do almost.
Yeah.
Even in Africa, thank
Yeah.
God now they can have a pen and oof, my heart. I even had something in my heart right now. Damn.
I will try to. I was thinking about this like sometimes, and now with this conversation, I wanna try again to do this. Just try to give everything back.
I'm gonna try. I think.
Do you feel lonely sometimes?
Of course. It's really good that I have a friend here from Portugal. But I've always felt lonely. The big thing is that I heard the other day from a guy that I had the conversation in Barcelona. That he said was so deep, and I'm never gonna forget. People who do art are never alone. Because when you do art, oh sorry. So that's why I feel. I feel alone when I'm not creating and not being the artist. When I am, it's fine. Cool. That's really cool that I feel that way. Like,
It's so interesting. Like how to explain it? We are so different people, and we are touched by different phrases, by different art, by different people. It's so curious. Like you were touched by his words, right? About art.
but the quote, yeah.
But for example, for me, it's like
Whatever.
not touchy.
It's
I don't
not?
know.
Okay. You don't like it?
No, I like it, but it's not touchy. Like I
It,
wouldn't say
it
that-
doesn't
okay.
resonate deeply.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was thinking about it like so many times. What exactly makes you be touched by something? Like
Damn, I'm putting the shit away in you.